Welcome to Cooking with Chef Twan, and today we are making some delicious gluten-free chicken nuggets along with a copycat Mickey D's sweet and sour sauce. And I also had some cooked potatoes that I just turned into French fries. I'm using some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but you can use any kind of chicken you want. If you want to use ground chicken, you can. If you only have chicken breast, go ahead. And as usual, the ingredients and measurements will be listed down below. This is about almost 2 pounds of chicken thighs, and I'm seasoning it with just some salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, cayenne, paprika. And if you're using ground meat, then you don't have to use a food processor or anything, so you can skip this step. I'm gonna start this chicken nugget mix by pulsing it a little bit just to get it going, and then I'm gonna grind it into a nice coarse consistency, just like this. Then always make sure to scrape down the sides of your bowls to make sure everything is consistent. And here, I wanted to add a little bit of chili powder and a little touch more of cayenne and paprika. And all you gotta do now is just mix this very thoroughly and make sure that all the spices are evenly incorporated all throughout. And once your spices are mixed evenly and thoroughly throughout the mix, you're ready to start shaping your nuggets. Now, to make life easier, it's good to use 2 gloves and to spray a little bit of olive oil onto the gloves so your chicken nuggets don't stick. And here, I'm just forming into little patties, classic boot shape, rectangles, and circles. Now, these are portioned to about 1 ounce portions. If you have an ice cream scoop or you want to use a spoon to make it all even and consistent, go ahead. But at the end, you should have a whole tray full of these, and they should go in your freezer for about 30 minutes. Right now we have about 30 minutes of downtime while our chicken nuggets are firming up in the freezer. It's a great time to start to preheat your oil to 350, and we're gonna make some sweet and sour sauce. We're gonna use some apricot preserves, some sugar, a splash of tamari or gluten-free soy sauce. Then we're gonna season with salt and pepper. Also a dash of garlic powder. Now, not garlic salt, but garlic powder. Now all you have to do is just bring this up to a boil. Don't worry about the chunks. And the secret ingredient to this is mustard with apple cider vinegar. Now, if you don't have this apple cider vinegar and mustard mix, just add a little bit of mustard and about 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And like I said earlier, don't worry about the chunks. We're gonna blend it out any way you can. If you have one of these stick blenders, awesome. If you don't, use a regular blender. And all you have to do is just bring this up to a boil again and reduce it to the nice thick consistency that you want. So there's no need to add cornstarch or none of that stuff. Our gluten-free batter consists of potato starch, cornstarch, 2 eggs, and a little splash of water just to thin it out a little bit and to help the starches mix together well. And give this a vigorous mix. Make sure you're scraping down all the sides of the bowl and make sure all the starches are incorporated. And then you're gonna add some baking soda and a little pinch of salt. And that's all there is to it. We're gonna use potato starch to coat our chicken nuggets before we dip into this batter. Now, I did also add a couple ice cubes in here to keep our batter cold. And then once we're done just like this, we're gonna drop them in our 350-degree oil. They should only cook for about 5-6 minutes. Now, if you coated these in panko after the batter, then you can air fry these as well. Now, the combination of the batter being cold with a little bit of baking soda helps the crust become light and crispy. Now just go ahead and fry all these up. And if you're doing it in batches, make sure that your oil is back up to temperature before you put in the next batch. Look at how golden brown and beautiful this chicken nugget looks. All there is now is just to fry up all the rest or as many as you want and then plate it along with that beautiful sweet and sour sauce that we just made. All right, let's go to the table once we're done plating. And look at these beautiful gluten-free chicken nuggets along with our copycat Mickey D's sweet and sour sauce. And I also had some leftover baked potatoes that I just kind of chunked up and cut up into like different shapes, and I fried it in the same oil to have a nice meal. All right, it's time to dig into these chicken nuggets with our sweet and sour sauce. All right, I think I'm about to open up Pandora's box by making these nuggets. And yep, I just ruined all fast food nuggets for myself. Not that we should eat them anyways, but you have some beautiful just chicken and spices. No nothing, no nonsense. Guys, this recipe is amazing. Give this a try. And guys, if you like the content, please click the like button. And as always, peace.